Hi, I'm Morgan Dennehy, and this is A Civil War Nurse Speaks. Well, I'm a spinster now, no doubt about it. 30 years old, and I need to change my life somehow. Last week, I was sitting in the parlor knitting socks for our soldiers. My sister May was reading the paper, and she said, "Louisa, it says here they just lowered the required age from 35 to 30 for nurses." I thought that seemed like a sign. The article said they were looking for women who were matronly and plain, and if not downright ugly, and whose clothes were drab to the point of being repulsive. And I looked in the mirror and decided I qualified for sure. I went over to the hospital, which was really an old mansion, and they'd squeezed about 40 beds into the ballroom. Right away, they accepted me, even though I had no training at all. What shocked me was the horrible smell of the place. There was cholera to the left of me and diphtheria to the right of me, and I was rushing around the ballroom, putting wet cloths on feverish brows. Soon it was midnight, and my 15-hour shift was over. The next morning, I woke to people shouting, "They're coming! Hurry up, they're coming!" I thought they meant the Rebs were attacking, and I leaped into my clothes. I didn't want any Rebs catching me in my nightgown. Then Nurse Emmy said, "Look out the window, silly. It's ambulances carrying the wounded back from Fredericksburg." And the poor fellows that hobbled in were covered in blood and mud, and I whispered, "God, Emmy, what am I going to do?" She said to take off their jackets and shirts and boots and socks and then wash their faces. You can't imagine what a strange feeling it is for me to be undressing a man. I scarcely had ever touched one in my life. Some of my patients were Confederate soldiers, and I decided that if it was my job to wash one of them, I'd get soap in his eyes because I'm a red-hot abolitionist. But when I got the chance, the boy had such a sweet face and a bullet hole in his cheek, and so I was gentle. Tomorrow, the surgeons are coming to do amputations. Oh, God, so many of them. And we have no ether. But they're brave and will live through it, and I must live through it too. Somehow.